My name is Adrian. I'm doing a video response to Mitchell Davis's 50 Things About You. The first one is that I've been playing drums for 11 years now. I go to William Patterson University. Another thing I really like is music. I love punk music, I love hardcore, stuff like that. I can like anything from Minor Threat to Black Flag to Fiona Apple and Against Me to anything, really. So, the third one is writing in my diary. Number 4 is these bad boys right here. Next one is my Mac. I love my Mac. I'm making my video on my Mac right now. Got all these little crazy buttons for shit. It's a lot of fun. I wear tight pants. I like cutting up my clothes a lot. Like, for instance, this shirt, totally cut up. This tank top. Cut all my shorts up. Give me something and I'll cut it up. I burp a lot, too. That's another one. I always rock my bandana or my crackhead hat. Crackhead hat. I love my crackhead hat. It's a good hat. I don't like this whole mirror image thing. I can't do my hair. I really like Easy Mac. That's a good one. My glasses are another one. They're pretty fucking cool. All classy with the rhinestones and stuff, but I can't see because I have my contacts and my glasses on. My next one is my mohawk. I had a mohawk when I first got my picture done for school. This is going to be on my ID for the rest of my college career. That kind of sucks in a weird way, because now everybody on campus is going to be like, oh, that's the girl with the mohawk. Which I guess is kind of cool, though, because I'm the girl with the mohawk. Who doesn't want to know a girl with a mohawk? I have an addiction to shaving my head. Next one is all of my friends. I love you guys. You know who you are. I don't think I have to say names, but I love them. And for those of you who... I like France. I'm half French, so that's cool. I really like tattoos. I think they're a really cool art form to just have beautiful art like that on your body. Next one is piercings. I really like piercings, as you can tell. I have my septum pierced, my nose pierced, my ears are stretched on both sides. I have a second hole on this side, my cartilage on this side. Hopefully getting my nipples pierced soon by my friend Rosa. That'll be pretty cool. So my nipples are kind of tiny, so hopefully they won't reject, because then I'll have a split nipple. Won't that be fun? I really like food. I'm French. The French people like food. I like food. Just plain and simple. Let's go. Next one is Dr. Pepper. The best feeling in the world is new underwear. The next one is my drawings. I love my freckles. It's one of my favorite things about me. I have them on my shoulders and stuff, like all over here. All there. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm pretty much head to toe covered in freckles and beauty marks. So some in like little hidden spots. The next one I absolutely hate is my gappy teeth. My bottom teeth are really gappy. I'm fine. Next one is Jersey, because I'm from New Jersey. Next one is beards. I love men with beards. The next one is my magic wallet. Yeah, I'm awesome. Oh, it smells like weird things. Food Channel. I watch it all the time. What I'm watching now. I watch Ace of Cakes a lot. I watch Food Channel Network Challenge a lot. That's a good show. Make cakes for different stuff, and then they have to move it to the table, and then it breaks all the time. You're like, you spend so much time on that monster cake, and it's gone. I love fat boys. I have to see their guts hanging out, like their chubbiness. You have to be like 6'2", 250 plus, and a beard and tattoos and piercings, and I'll pretty much fall in love with you. And I lost my virginity to a fat boy. Planet Earth, I think, is by far one of the most beautiful documentaries I've ever seen in my entire life. Cinematography is absolutely amazing. Like, there's these little diary things at the back, and you can see what the filmmakers had to do to take the footage of these animals. Like this one where they have to go into a jungle. He's in a tent for 42 days, nonstop during the day, just sitting in this one spot, watching this bird. And he has to watch the bird until a female comes around, and then for 5 seconds, it does this little bird dance to try to, like, get the female to like it, and then it's done. And he sat there. That's fucking dedication. That's real dedication. I haven't seen it. You have to see it. Next one is my belly roll. So on top of seeing my belly roll, you got to see my chubby belly. I have this box of odds and ends on my desk. It kind of explains, like, who I am. If you look through it, we're not going to go through everything, but it's just, like, the most random amount of things you could ever have in one box. And I guess it just kind of shows how disorganized I am, but at the same time, everything's, like, put in its own little way. Flute. I love these things. Some soap. So, if I ever run out of soap. Also, I made this box at summer camp in, like, 4th grade. I was the only kid who used the gold spray paint, because I was intuitive like that. I don't know which word. Intuitive? Imaginative? Creative? Creative, probably, is the good word. On Mitchell Davis's video, he was talking about this movie he saw when he was a kid, and he couldn't remember what it was called, but it was one of those movies that left like a really big imprint. Mine is Fern Gully. For some reason, I remember Fern Gully really, really well. I don't know, like I have weird memories of it. It's just a really strange movie, and I know you 90s kids have seen it, because it was totally 90s. At the same time, it was really weird. It was like fairies, and they were gonna chop down the forest that the fairies lived in, like this weird smoke monster evil guy, and he scared the shit out of me when I was little. Seriously, like, I wouldn't go to bed, and I was just like, oh my god, the smoke guy's gonna come get me. Thanks, Fern Gully, for giving me nightmares for the first 5 years of my life. Next one is dancing. Next one are my buttons. Love all of my band pins that I have on my coat. I have my two favorite ones, my Black Flag one and my Piss Christ one. My Piss Christ one gets a lot of attention. Does that say Piss Christ? What is it? Do you hate God? And yeah, I guess I do, but I love them. They have a song called Tofu Terror, which makes me laugh every time I see it come up on my iTunes. My next thing is my eyebrows. A lot of girls ask me, like, oh, how do you do your eyebrows? Do you pluck them? Do you get them, like, there's like a string method? I don't know what it's called. No, I don't do anything to my eyebrows. I was born with these eyebrows. Sorry, girls. I have perfect eyebrows. My next one is reading. I really, really like to read. I really enjoy novels, graphic novels a lot. Next one is my moccasins. These babies have gone through thick and thin with me. They've through a terrible rainstorm and were ruined and just stiff and disgusting, and for some reason they're perfectly smooth suede again. My mocks. The thing is, another thing I really don't like about myself, I have a lip ring scar. The thing is, it's so prominent on my lip, like you can see it while I'm talking now. It's just this little dot in my face. It just really bothers me. I don't know why. I was approved for Suicide Girls last month, so hopefully, well, I don't know. I'm still deciding as to whether or not I want to make a photo shoot, and if so, then I'll be sending them in, and if you subscribe to Suicide Girls, then I guess you'll be seeing me naked. A memory of mine from when I would go into the bathtub, and my mom would put on music, because that was, like, really the only time she could relax, and, she used to put on, like, Black Sabbath, and Led Zeppelin, Sex Pistols, Blondie, and it's just like all of this music that she put on when I was little influenced the music taste I have today. So when I'm 4 years old singing Call Me by Blondie, it's pretty cool. Next one is I fell out of bed here at school. It's a really far fall, 2.5 feet. I also have a metal garbage can that I smacked my head on, and I was stuck between my bed and my desk for about 5 minutes with nobody else in my room. Another story that happened at school was I was at band rehearsal, and I went downstairs with my friend Christian, and my Christian's like, oh, I got a joint, whatever. Took like 2 pulls off the spliff, and I go back upstairs, and I'm like, man, I really don't feel good. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Should I throw up here in front of the trombones? Should I go to the bathroom and throw up? And I'm glad I didn't go to the bathroom and throw up, because thing I know, I look at my paper, and it gets all like, my music sheet gets all like pink and splotchy, and the next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I have to get up for class. Why am I sleeping? I'm gonna be late. I have to get up for class. And I can't get up, and something's like holding me down, like someone's like pushing on my chest. I'm like, what? I have to get up. I have to get up. And then I realized that my mouth really hurts. And the more I'm starting to realize things, the more I realize I'm not sleeping anymore. But in fact, I'm laying on the floor on stage at school, and I'm biting down on my mouth, and I can't open my mouth. Like, my whole body is tense, and I can just feel like my mouth is just clamped down on my lip, and my lip is just gushing blood. I can just taste all the blood in my mouth. And when I realize this, I wake up, and what happened is I had totally blacked out on stage, and it was probably smoking and not eating all day, being under all those stage lights, but I had blacked out, and pretty much I had to go to the hospital. The best part about it is that when I blacked out, there were 3 guys behind me. None of them caught me. Instead, I fell back, stiff as a board, and smashed my head on the gong behind me. And it's a big gong, like, it's wider than the screen. I can't even show you how wide it is. But I smashed my head on the gong, and that's the only way that most people in the band realized that I had blacked out. Next one is... Oh, that was my alarm. The next one is Amazon Cafe. It's in Montclair. If the man with the tattoos is watching this who works there, can you please give me your number? Because I'm kind of in love with you. And the last thing, my 50th fact, is my last name. I said before that I'm half French. My last name means French in French. It's Francais, so if your last name was blah 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 American, think about how cool that would be. Those are my 50 facts. Well, not facts, but I guess things. I guess they are kind of facts. Because they're not just random things about me, they're facts. Things about me, not just referring to me.